It took 4 days for Vijay to break his silence on the death of 41 people in his Karur rally. But even then, far from answering all the questions swirling around the events of September 27, when he spoke, Vijay ended up adding more twists to the entire story. Because while he didn't use the C word explicitly, he did hint quite lucidly at a possible conspiracy behind the stampede. He asked why his rally had not faced problems in any other district he toured, but why did things go so wrong only in Karur? Added to this were the claims made in the anticipatory bail petition of TVK functionaries Basi Anand and CTR Nirmal Kumar. In their petition, their TVK certainly didn't pull any punches. The bail plea says that on the 26th of September, in the afternoon, when the crowd increased in Karur, some gundas entered and mixed with the crowd and even threw chappals at Vijay. They then go on to claim that an ambulance without a patient inside was driven into the crowd, causing the stampede. The question has been asked about why the police allowed this ambulance to enter such a cramped place, causing panic when it could have easily been diverted to a side lane. The final and the most damning allegation in that bail plea is that pre-planned gundas were in the crowd who utilized the situation and caused injury using a sharp weapon, which led to further chaos and worsened the stampede and the panic. Now, this entire thing could have been brushed aside as a mere cover-up by the TVK for their own shortcomings. Remember, they are, after all, under tremendous pressure and tremendous scrutiny for mismanaging the crowd and for Vijay walking away from the scene of tragedy and for him going completely silent for 3 days, even as families grieved. But today, when a delegation of the NDA was in Karur, a survivor there also pretty much narrated the same sequence of events to them. The question then must be asked, is this merely a coincidence, or could there be any substance to the conspiracy claim? Multiple people but the same claim of miscreants in their midst, stabbing, pushing, a coordinated chaos. And that's why it shouldn't and can't be simply waved away as a political claim. Every single witness, every single survivor should be heard and their claims investigated, if only to get to the bottom of whether this really is a conspiracy or merely a conspiracy theory. And as for Vijay, even if this turns out to be a conspiracy, can that absolve him from his silence of 3 days, for walking away from a scene of tragedy? I think the superstar already knows the answer to that.